Hello. Yesterday I opened my Bible at random and I came to the Epistle to the Hebrews, chapter 9, verses 11 to 28. This chapter compares the animal sacrifices at the time of God's covenant with Moses and continued in the Jewish temple with the sacrifice offered once only by Jesus. I'm particularly focusing on verses 15 to 17. And for this cause he is the mediator of the New Testament, that by means of death, for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament, they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance. For where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. For a testament is of force after men are dead, otherwise it is of no strength at all, while the testator liveth. What struck me as interesting is that in these verses Paul talks about a new testament, not a new covenant. And he makes it clear that he means what we mean by the last will and testament. That is the statement of a testator as to what he is going to leave to his heirs. Verses 16 and 17 state that the testator must be dead before the will comes into effect. We don't often think about the death of Jesus in this way. Of course, we think of the crucifixion itself and also of the resurrection. So Jesus is not dead, but alive. We do not see him as a dead person who left us something in his will. In fact, I always used to think New Testament simply meant New Covenant. Actually, the Greek words will and covenant are the same word, so this could be confusing. But no, Paul says Jesus died and left us something in his will. So testament is the right English word in this section. We are his heirs. So, what did he leave us? It's an eternal inheritance, verse 15. Eternal life. It has been left to those which are called. Now this could be taken to refer to the Calvinistic doctrine of the elect, those who've been predestined for salvation. But I think it could also just mean those who hear the message of Christianity. We are called to be Jesus' heirs. Will we respond by saying yes? Will we seize the inheritance which is ours of right? Eternal life. Not many people refuse what is left them in a will. Are we going to refuse this? Paul also says that Jesus' death was for the redemption of transgressions. But his was a once and for all redemption, not like the blood of sacrificed animals, which was believed to pay for the sins of the Israelites. Daily, at regular festivals, and above all on the one day in the year when the high priest went into the Holy of Holies and offered blood, to atone for the sins of all the people during the whole of the previous year. But now Jesus has paid and all debts are cleared. He's like someone who comes along when we're at our wits' end, unable to pay our debts, with creditors writing to us, threatening to evict us from our home, repossess our car, take us to court. Jesus offers to pay everything, wipe the slate clean. What a burden is lifted from our shoulders. How wonderful it is to start again, free from all the entanglements that our stupidity and avarice have got us into. No more lying awake worrying at night. We can sleep like a child. It is Jesus' blood that has relieved us from our debt of sin. And his will makes it clear that we can inherit eternal life. All we have to do is answer that ad in the paper. Will all those with an interest in the estate of Jesus Christ please write to this office? In other words, say, yes, I accept that I'm Jesus' heir, that he has given me eternal life. When are you going to do that? Do it soon.